This is game 12. I am Rainbow Spite.
And I'm Vampira.
And this game, the ultimate game of the evening, this semifinal game, brings us Angel City versus Baja Roller Derby. Introducing the team from Angel City, we got 11-11 Hit Me Brewston, 14 Blitzen, 15 Midmax, 187 Medieval, 1984 Poison Sin, 369 Bermuda Biangle, 389 Stiletto, 540 Moxie, 594 No Mames, 666 Drag Her, 782 Terror, number 8 Ragnarok, 808 Hawaii KO, 813 Fatal Traction, and 94 Octane Jane.
All right, and for Baja Roller Derby All-Stars in blue, we have number 03 Almeida, 110 Goshu, 1251 Marty Bum, 131 Venenoville, 16 Caroli Quinn, number 31 Hannibal, 423 Oogie Boogie, number 6 Kill V Mame, 60 Black Diamond, 686 Cat Attack, and number 90 Jackie, and 93 Sandrine. My apologies. We also have 26 Sista Amawas and 47 AK and number 8 Bonnie. Sorry, there was like X's next to them, so. Either way, we are set to be playing two very high-level teams. So for Baja, seeded number 2, their last game was between Montana earlier, and that game turned out to be 185-45. So Baja did show up pretty strong in their first game of the weekend. Then we see the Rocket Queens going up against Sacramento. That was 165-142, a closer game on that one, but definitely this is going to be a good matchup between the Rocket Queens and Baja today.
I am looking forward to this game, actually. This is one that I was really looking forward to watching because it's such a good matchup.
I agree. And a quick shout out to our officials. We got Toxic Narcotic, Misbehavin', McWinkle, Tombo number 5, Terabyte, Sweet and Sour Candy, Camila Sunrise, Adam Smasher, Toad, Fibonacco, Genetic, Jams Joyce, Outrageous, Category, Johnny Demonic, Sam Antics, and Space Racer. Thank you, officials, for making this happen.
Extra special thanks to Ref Category, reffing their 200th game. Congratulations and thank you to Category. That rolling whistle says we're 5 seconds, or well, when they say it's 5 seconds, to the action. Lining up on our Night Owl jam line, we have got Hannibal for Baja and Bermuda Biangle for Angel City. Bermuda Biangle at the rear of the pack, Hannibal fighting at the front. See two different strategies happening here. A lot of juking for Biangle and a little more pushing there for Hannibal. Bermuda Biangle takes back and resets for a little more of a run-up. Doesn't behoove. Nope, there is a drawback well beyond that Night Owl jam line. Hannibal, meanwhile, still at the head of the pack, getting drawn back a few feet, but coming in behind those Angel City blockers. A little help from our friends coming there for Bermuda Biangle. No help just yet. A little bit of blocking action there. Number 594. That is No Mames, whose name I just love. But Hannibal takes lead jammer status there just out of turn 1. It's been about a minute since the jam started with no lead jammer declared. Still fighting in the back, we've got Bermuda Biangle there in the head of the apex there between turns 1 and turns 2. Dangerous place to set up a pack. Direction of gameplay being assessed on number 423, Oogie Boogie. Bermuda Biangle once again being cycled back to the rear of the pack. Hannibal looking for points. More defense being played there by Drag Her, offense, excuse me. Track cut being assessed on, I don't see anybody, oh, number 686, Cat Attack. And that's 2 minutes. That was a lot of hard fighting for 2 minutes for double donuts. Oh, Baja did pick up 3 points just as I spoke. In the Lookout Publications penalty box, we've got 2 blockers there for Baja.
All right, so this will be a pack advantage for for Angel City going up against Baja. Baja at the top of Angel City's defense. Aquí vemos que tenemos a Baja con 2 menos en la defensa. Tenemos a Terror para Angel City y Sister Amawas para Baja. Parece que Terror está tomando el frente y sale, es líder. Y vemos que la defensa de Angel City está tomando su tiempo con Sister Amawas, que tiene la capa en mano. Y ella toma su tiempo para tomar para atrás. Pero le dan un penal y se tiene que ir a la cancha de penal. Así que va a ser un power jam. Y Terror también le mandan a la cancha de penal. Parece que cortó la pista. Así que vamos a ver las dos regresar a la pista. Sister Amawas primero y luego vamos a ver muy pronto a Terror, que tiene que servir el mismo tiempo que Sister Amawas tomó en la cancha. Ahora las dos ya regresando a la pista. Baja tomando para atrás para hacer su defensa. Vemos a Sister tomando el centro, tratando de ver el carril por adentro. Y sale con 4 puntos en el aire para Baja. Todavía vemos a Terror. Número 94 de Angel City tomó su tiempo para tomar a la defensa. Ok, Terror con 4 puntos. Ahora Angel City está haciendo sus puntos también. Sister, 4 puntos. Estamos aquí en turno, parece que turno 4 todavía. Todas enfocadas en la defensa. Sister Amawas sale con otro 4 puntos. Y terminamos el jam. Fue entero 2 minutos. Y en ese tiempo, Sister Amawas tomó 12 puntos y 6 puntos para Terror. Nos quedamos a 15 puntos para Baja y 6 puntos para Angel City con 25 minutos que nos quedan.
Powerful jam there for Baja. Good time spent on the floor, good 2 minutes. Lining up on that Night Owl jam line, we've got those 2 jammers. We've got AK for Baja and Moxie for Angel City. Both stuck at the back of their respective opposing blockers. Both pushing hard there. Moxie getting taken back behind the jam line once more, recycled to the rear of the pack, finds a little fire, and Moxie finds daylight. Lead jammer goes to Angel City's Moxie. Running back around, pack is just ahead of that Night Owl jam line. We've got Cat Attack, now jammer of record for Baja. 4 points go up for Moxie, and that's the call-off. Bringing our score, Angel City 10, Baja 0 for that, Baja 15, 0 for that pass.
Y como explicamos al empiezo, es que estos dos equipos tienen muchas cualidades que, pues, ya ves cómo están los puntos ahorita. Tenemos 15 para Baja y 10 para Angel City. Así que Angel City está reformándose para poder llegar a los puntos que tiene Baja ahorita. Baja tienen a Sandrine para Jammer y Stiletto sale con líder regresando la vuelta, pero Black Diamond la captura, así que la defensa de atrás, parece que en ese movimiento Black Diamond ayudó a mandar a Stiletto a la cancha de penal, así que va a ser un power jam para Baja. Sandrine con la capa en mano pasa la capa a su compañera Kilby Mame. Kilby Mame ahora tiene la estrella en su casco, va a regresar a la vuelta Va a esperar a su ofensa. La ofensa ahora llega. Un poco. Y la defensa tomando a Angel City, separándolas para que sale Kilby Mame con 4 puntos en el aire. Vemos al regreso de Stilero a la pista. Stilero tomando el carril de afuera, regresa por adentro, pero la defensa de Baja bien listas. Hasta Kilby Mame ayudando con la defensa hasta que pueda regresar por adentro. A ver, ¿podrá encontrar campito? No, Stilero sale con 4 puntos en el aire también. Pero ya que digo eso, Kilby Mame sale con 4 puntos en la segunda vuelta de... Esto va a ser un total de 2 minutos porque como vimos, Stilero perdió el líder. 15 segundos quedan para hacer más puntos. Kilby Mame la toman por afuera y la reciclan hasta atrás, ya que regresa Stilero. Faltan 2 compañeras de la defensa de Baja. Baja ahora quietas enfrente. Se toparon con Stilero. 10 puntos cada una tomaron para esa vuelta. Baja ahora se queda sentado a 25 puntos a los 20 de Angel City. Pues es un juego muy tight. Se me traban las palabras.
On that Night Owl Jamland, we've got Honeyball versus Hawaii KO. Hawaii KO, a recent transfer into Angel City. Hawaii KO pushing hard in turn 1. Whistles rain down. Who's headed to that lookout publication penalty box? That is Angel City's mid-max. Lee Jammer goes to Hawaii KO. Meanwhile, Honeybob's still looking for a path through the pack for that initial pass. Hawaii KO looking for points. Honeyball headed to that Lookout Publications penalty box. We've got ourselves our first, nope, not our first, Brick Road Coffee Power Jam of the game. Hawaii KO coming into the back of the pack. Hawaii KO did lose lead jammer, so did go to the box as well. We will go another 2-minute jam. Hawaii KO recycling to the rear again into turn 1. Gets a little run up and into the back of the blockers. Meanwhile, Honeyball dancing through on the inside line, getting met there by No Mamas. Once again, picking up another track cut, headed to our Lookout Publications penalty box. Once again, we've got a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam. Joining Honeyball in the penalty box, we've got a blocker for Baja. 4 points in the air for Hawaii KO. Pack reforms right here in front of the announcer booth. Don't you just love it when the action's right in front of us? Hawaii KO, 4 more points in the air. Hawaii KO skating laps now, headed into turn 1-2. Going to reset to the back as Baja's blockers set up their tripod. Busted up there by No Mames. 2 to beat at the front of the pack, and that's the jam. Quick update to the scoreboard. Angel City 32, 25 to Baja with that 12-point jam on Hawaii KO's wheels.
Ok, todos están listas en la pista cerca de la línea del jammer. 5 segundos se llaman. Baja enfocadas en su defensa de arriba. Tenemos a Ragnarok para Angel City y Sister Amawas para Baja. Y Sister Amawas con lead para Baja. Fuera con mucho esfuerzo de la defensa de Angel City. Regresa y da un salto al apex. Sale con 4 puntos porque tenemos a Ragnarok en la canja de penal para Lookout con una de sus compañeras de defensa. Así que nomás tiene 3 personajes en la pista para salir. Ahora nomás dando vueltas. Sista toma el carril de afuera y sale con el sale con muchas ganas. Baja, ahora están enfocadas por atrás con el regreso de la defensa de Angel City y el regreso de Ragnarok. Pero ya tenemos a Sista con asistencia de su compañera Kilby Mame. Kilby Mame tomando un segundo para ver dónde va a pegar. Parece que van a tomar por adentro y no, toman por afuera. Uf, un golpe fuerte, pero toma un tiempo Sister Amawas y llama el jam, ya con 12 puntos en el aire para Baja, regresando su líder. Oh, no, 14 puntos para Baja. Ahora es un reverso de fortunas, 39 para Baja y 32 para Angel City.
So we've got some love in the chat for Hawaii KO. Go KO from, oh my goodness, I can't read all of that. It's a very long screen name. But go KO, they say. AK on the line for Baja. We've got Terror on the line for Angel City. Terror stuck in the back of the pack behind three of the 4 blockers for Angel City. The 4th blocker's up in front, giving Terror some help. Baja blocker taking the seat in the Lookout Publications penalty box. Still no lead jammer, as this pack kind of cycles back to that Night Owl jam line. And there we go. Terror right through the pack, finds a path and gets lead jammer. Terror rolling through into the back of the pack, knocks down a blocker from Baja. And yet another blocker lets the bodies hitting the floor, as Terror finding a way through the pack once more. All 80 wheels back on the track as the Lookout Publications penalty box is now clear. 4 points in the air for Terror. We got a star pass on Baja's side. Number 423, Oogie Boogie, now jammer of note. The pack speeds up once again. We see the call off from the floor. Nice blocking skills there by Koshu. And we've got a tied game, people. We've had a couple lead changes, and now this is our first tie.
Pretty much a testament to the even playing field between these two teams. Both very strong defensive formations, both a lineup of like strong, fast jammers between these two teams. Y ahora regresamos a la pista con Moxie para Angel City, la primera vez que sale a la pista para Angel City, tomando líder contra Sandrine para Baja. Sandrine tomando y la reciclan para atrás. Mientras tanto tenemos a Moxie de regreso, de vuelta con 4 puntos en el aire, tomando su tiempo, viendo dónde va a pegar y salta fuera. Y parece que vemos a Sandrine de regreso a la cancha de penal para Lookout Publications. Así que va a ser puras vueltas para Angel City. Backblock se asignó a la pivota para Angel City. Así que una menos para ir contra cuando regresa Sandrine a la pista. Moxie tomando su tiempo. Parece que tenemos reverso de fortuna. Brick Road Coffee Power Jam. Ahora Sandrine viendo dónde va a pegar su ofensa. La ofensa de Baja muy trucha de quedarse atrás para darle tiempo a Sandrine de encontrar dónde tiene que pegar. Pero pasa la capa a su compañera Kilby Mame. Pero no es ella. No tiene la casa. La Sandrine no puede pasar la capa si su compañera no tiene su propia capa, que tiene un marcador de línea entre medio de esa capa. Así que ella tiene que seguir siendo jammer para Baja. Mientras tanto, Moxie ya regresó de la cancha de penal haciendo sus puntos, pero Baja haciendo su defensa de enfrente. Sí vemos que Angel City está tratando de mandar su ofensa. Pony manda por adentro a Moxie. Moxie la recicla y se acaba el jam. Ya después de ese partidazo. Tenemos 12 puntos para Angel City y 2 para Baja. Vemos una reversa de fortuna aquí. Es 51 puntos para Angel City y 41 para Baja.
That's yet another 2-minute jam. I've counted at least 4 so far, and we were only in jam 8 of the game. We have got a clock stoppage. That's a timeout for Baja. This is a great time to mention our penalty box sponsor, Lookout Publications. Lookout Publications is Arizona's official LGBTQ plus publication featuring fearless journalism and community events with the unified purpose to improve and expand LGBTQ plus representation in the local news stage while strengthening and engaging LGBTQ plus communities and their allies in the queer experience. That's Lookout Publications at lookoutnews.org. Sending some love out to our chat. We've got some definite fan action in the chat. We've got up Baja. You got this, Queens. Vamos Baja. So definitely fans for both teams in the chat. We're loving that. So do definitely keep that up. If you see any standout most valuable players hanging out there, definitely let us know. We're open to suggestions. This game is so close, it's going to be difficult to pick out some outstanding folks.
Si están viendo en casa, por supuesto, danos sus sugerencias para quién va a ser jugadora más valuable para este equipo de los dos. Denos sus sugerencias en el chat y tomamos en cuenta eso. Vamos a ver Hannibal contra Stelero para Angel City. Hannibal la reciclan para atrás, pero tomando mucho campo enfrente. Ahora nomás le falta una persona y sale con lead para Baja. Mientras tanto tenemos a Stelero atrás en la defensa, pero Baja tomando un poco de correteando a Stelero, que salta y sale con su inicial, pero ya cuando Hannibal toma sus puntos, llama el jam para que Angel City se queda a 51, a Bajas 45, porque tomaron 4 puntos en esa vuelta. 12 minutos quedan en esta primera parte de este juego. Es el final juego del día 2 aquí en Arizona para Cactus Cup.
Rolling up to Jam 9. We've got our jammers on our Night Owl Jam line. We've got Sista Amaus versus Hawaii KO, and Sista coming out first for Baja. Putting on that dangerous speed with those braids. Love those multicolored, team-colored braids she's got going on there. Sister rolling through, untouched for 4 points. Very nimble. Hawaii KO through with the courtesy of a Star Stash. And I'm absolutely loving the chat. Con todo, Jackie.
Mucho amor en el chat.
Sí, Lisbeth 007.
Y ahora tomamos en cuenta que se reversó la fortuna entre los dos equipos, pero nomás quedan un par de puntos entre los dos equipos. Baja a 53 y Angel City a 51. Todas tomando entre medio de la pista, pero se quedan cerquitas allí en el Night Owl Jam Line. Vemos a AK contra Bermuda Biangle para Angel City. AK tomando la defensa de enfrente. Angel City, se le cayó la capa del casco y no se dio cuenta, pensó que salió con líder, pero se le cayó la capa, no va a ser líder. Así que Bermuda Biangle tiene la oportunidad de ser líder, pero toma se topió con una de la defensa de Baja, y vamos a tomar un segundo para revisar si está bien Bermuda Biangle, así que vamos a tomar un tiempito para revisar.
Huge thank you to our medics and EMT team without whom we could not play. Thank you so very much for being here. Extra special love for making sure we're all okay.
Yes, this is a very physical game between two very hard-hitting and strong teams. So it is, good to take a second and check and see the severity of a hit sometimes. So this is a contact sport. We did choose to play this, but we are grateful when we do have that help to check our skaters.
Quick check-in with our officials as things get to resetting. All right, that whistle brings us back to the action. What a hard-hitting game for sure. On our Night Owl Jam line, we've got Sandrine for Baja. Angel City jammer is Terror. Terror pushing at the head of the pack. Sandrine at the rear of the pack against all 4 Angel City blockers. We've got the Baja pivot number 6, Kilby Mame, taking a seat in our Lookout Publications penalty box. Terror pushing with 1 to beat, and off she goes. Terror is lead jammer. Terror coming back in looking for points. Strong setup there with those Angel City blockers. Angel City pivot playing up there in the front. That's number 94, Octane Jane. Octane Jane headed to take a seat in that Lookout Publications penalty box? Question mark? Yes, Lookout Publications penalty box. Thank you to Lookout Publications for sponsoring our penalty box and keeping our LGBTQ plus community in mind. Baja's jammer, Kilby Mame, back on track. Threw on the, has passed the star. No, has taken the star off and put it back on. And there's the call off. Oh, that was my correction. That was a star pass to number 74. That is the fourth Baja star pass this game. Whew. And suddenly I developed a sip.
The action is so fast, it's stumbling the announcers, but we will catch up. It has been a long day. 5 segunditos aquí, todas bien enfocadas en su defensa. Tenemos a Maxi por Angel City y Hannibal para Baja. Hannibal corriendo por la línea de adentro, buscando campo en esa defensa enfocada allí enfrente de Angel City. Pero Maxi todavía también con su propio problema de esa defensa de Baja. La defensa tomando a Maxi por adentro, reciclándola. Parece que una jugadora de cada equipo está en la cancha de penal de Lookout Publications. Y sale Hannibal con mucho esfuerzo, con lead para Baja. Y vemos que es un Brick Road Power Jam para Baja. También vemos a Maxi en la cancha de penal. Hannibal ahora con su defensa ahora concentrada en ofensa. Hannibal la toman por adentro y ya que sale su compañera de la cancha de penal, deja a Maxi adentro de esa canja para que sea una power start para Baja.
That's right, this will be a Brick Road Coffee power start for Baja. Lining up solo on the Night Owl Jam line, we have got our Baja jammer. Can't see their number just yet. That is Sista Amao's dangerous jammer to leave in a power start. Coming around, scrapping into those Angel City blockers, and Sister Amaos takes lead jammer. That is the second lead in a row for Sista. Sista signaling to her blockers what she wants to do. And off she goes, once again scrapping hard with those Angel City blockers in the red. Sister Amaos playing her own offense. 4 points in the sky for Sister. Moxie rejoining the fray out of the pack for 3 points. It was a no pass, no penalty for the fourth. And the call off by Sista Amaos That's a 8-point jam for Sista. Angel City picked up no points on that pass. We've got an 11-point game looking there. That's actually still a very, very close game. It's breathing room almost.
Menos de 6 minutos en esta primera etapa de este juego, el último juego de la noche. Vemos a Baja a 65 puntos, a Angel City 54. Vemos a AK contra Stiletto para Angel City. La defensa tomando enfrente de Baja. Parece que Stiletto con rapidez está encontrando campo. Mientras tanto tenemos a AK. Se topó un poco, pero se regresó a pie. Esa defensa bien enfocada en tomar a AK por adentro y reciclándola. El tripoide nomás absorbiendo ese empujo que da AK. Y miramos a Stiletto reciclada para atrás. Todo ese esfuerzo de ir por enfrente ahora está topada en la defensa de atrás. Black Diamond tomándola por el carril de adentro. Pero no tenemos lead todavía. Es un jam de puro esfuerzo defensiva aquí entre los dos equipos. Aquí estamos en turno 2 entre los dos equipos. Todavía tratando de tomar. Y vemos a Stiletto regresando a la cancha de penal por un multiplayer. Lookout penalty box has Stiletto in the box for a multiplayer, but no lead has been assessed. It could still be AK's game if the offense gives it a little more of a split between these defensive blockers here for Angel City, who are working hard to keep AK out. And just as I say that, AK spins out through the inside lane and is lead. The bench telling them to call it to ice out Stiletto, standing in the Lookout Publications penalty box, along with another blocker here for Angel City and Oogie Boogie from Baja standing as well. So looks like it's going to be a 3 versus 3 blocker formation between the two teams with a power jam for Baja.
Trauma Queen 72 in the chat. Nice. With the hand sign. Very nice. Jamming for Baja, we've got Sandrine and Stiletto for Angel City frozen in the box for this Brick Road Coffee power start. Stiletto rejoining the fray just as I say it. Stiletto pushing hard at the front of the pack. Sandrine at the rear with the star stashed. Sandrine, another scrappy jammer. Which is totally a compliment, by the way. Both jammers just working hard. Not hardly working. Whistles raining down. There was a low block recess for a Baja blocker. That is number 423, Oogie Boogie, sitting down in the Lookout Publications penalty box. Stiletto has been declared lead, but is been swallowed back up by the pack in that melee. Stiletto pushing hard against the last two Baja blockers as one goes back to do offense. Lookout Publications penalty box has a Sandrine in residence. That gives us a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam once more with Stiletto, lead jammer, jamming solo. Stiletto pops through the pack and calls off the jam with 4 points in the sky. We have had, how many lead changes did you say? 6 lead changes this game, and it's so close that you can't hardly call it. My nerves won't take it.
I know, 3-point difference between these two teams. They've just been keeping it so close, so tight, because both these teams are hungry for a win. And you can see that in their gameplay. They're both so very quick to make that defensive formation in front of the jammers. This is a power start for Angel City. We have Ragnarok being fielded for Angel City. Baja quick to reform, but the offense for Angel City just so clean and separates Baja so well. But Baja quick to reform their defense up in the front. Ragnarok now having one to beat. And as I mentioned, that forearm is assessed to Ragnarok and is sent to the Lookout Publications penalty box, just as we see Sandrine return to the track with their teammate Almeida, who throws in some nice offense, but Angel City just dodges it and reforms around Sandrine. Sandrine just pushing forward. Baja now just having to see if they should run some O, because sometimes if you run some O, it either helps or, you know, makes it a little stuffy for the jammer to get around when there's so many bodies in front of them. But Baja throwing in some offense, gets a goat. They're focused on the player in the back now to see if they can force the no pack call, but Angel City pretty quick to form that bridge here at turn one. Out on the outside lane is Sandrine, assessed lead. Ragnarok returning from the penalty box with some speed, but gets held up in the front by the Baja defense, but Baja taken out one by Ragnarok, who's coming around with some speed as Sandrine makes it to the pack, tries to get around some hips and calls it at the suggestion of their coaches. It looks like we've reached halftime. My God, that was like a split second, I feel like.
Holy smokes, did I blink?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
But we left at that end of that jam with 3 points in the air for Sandrine, which brings up the score to 68 for Baja and 62 for Angel City. So this is still a really close game.
That is a whispered's breath. Breadth.
I know, and we will bring more action for this last game of the evening between Baja and Angel City. It is halftime, folks. Go get your refreshments, use the restroom, and come back for more action here. Regresamos pronto. Muchas gracias por todos que están mirando en casa. Toman 15 minutos para refrescar sus bebidas y volvemos pronto.
The right helmet is super important to me because I'm a big fan of my brain and I want to protect it.
I'm gonna plug in the new deep cover helmet because it's amazing. That's the one helmet that I feel like I can adjust like perfectly and then I don't have to worry about it.
Your head, your noggin, it's your life. When I play, if I am thinking about the game and not thinking about what I'm wearing, I am on fire.
Our heads are so important, so I think it's really important to have a helmet that fits you. It just feels like nothing's on my head. I feel protected. It's definitely a great helmet. It feels like it was made for me.
This fits my head. I feel really safe in this. I can adjust it on the fly. It also comes in a lot of cool colors.
It feels very snug. I don't know, it's not like a tight helmet, it's like it really like a hug that just has so many fitting arrangements, like it changes everything.
It landed where it needed to land. It protected me at the back of my skull. I just never felt more safe than I did with the deep cover.
The smaller shell size means that my head is not 12 times bigger than it should be. It feels snug, it feels safe. When I tried it on, I was like, this is the greatest helmet of all time. I'm never taking it off.
I think Triple Eight is doing an awesome job listening to the skaters.
They're listening to the athletes and they're listening to the things that make us feel safe.
Hello everyone.
Hi folks, Tui Lion here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job, to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.
They call it a sport, but we know better. It's a symphony of dedication, grit, and heart. Tuned to one another in a composition of chaos on a stage built for progress. Athlete-driven innovation from the first whistle to the final score. Every hit, every fall, every win, every loss, every team, every season, everybody. We've got you covered.
this last game of the evening here at Cactus Cup, hosted by Arizona Roller Derby. We've been seeing a lot of action, a tight game between these two teams here. Baja seeded number 2 and Angel City seeded number 6. But look at that score, 68 to 62. What is that, a 6-point differential?
6 points, yeah. I'm looking at the chat real quick, just because I got to give a shout out to Shell Bent 737 at a Sweet 16 watching the tournament on the phone and saying, Lego Queens. All hail the Queens. That's Shell Bent 737. Thank you.
Nice rousing cheer from the Rocket Queen side. Baja looking like they're getting ready too. So far, penalty-wise, I think the teams are looking pretty spread out. No risk of penalty fouling out for Baja, but on the Rocket Queen side, we do see a little bit of penalty trouble for number 9. For that is Octane Jane sitting at 5 penalties, but everything else is pretty spread out, just either 1 or 2 point penalties apiece. We do see that Baja does have a couple of skaters running closer of a risk with 4 penalties apiece. So definitely seeing a little bit more of a penalty issue in general, I guess. A lot of direction, I think.
Direction. I've seen a few forearms thrown out there.
Some cuts here and there.
Haven't seen a whole bunch of those though.
Right.
I've seen a bunch of non-jammer cuts all day, and that's been a rather interesting thing to watch.
And I think it's just the size of the rope. Maybe they're just not feeling it. It is pretty slick out there too, so it's really hard to gauge where your skate went in or went out.
True.
So, all right, we're winding down to the last 50 seconds of halftime here. Everybody nice and ready on that track. We do see one blocker for Baja in the Lookout Publications penalty box. That is the pivot for Baja. So this will be a pack advantage for Angel City coming back to the second half.
High fives on the track between the Angel City jammer and Hit Me Brewston. Uh-oh, quick lineup switch out. Uh-oh. There we go. We traded 11-11 for 6-6-6. I do see Drag Her on the track.
Oh, a cute little jump around between Kilby Mame and 594 for Angel City. No mames. Just excited to see each other. Gotta love cross-team celebration.
Got to appreciate your opponents to play right.
And off to the races we have Sister Amawas out for Baja, just as we see Moxie having to fight up against Venenoville up at the front, but Venenoville having to let them go. Nice switch up here between defense to offense for Baja. Sister following Pony's offense. Looks like this is a Brick Road Coffee power jam.
There was a track cut assessed on Moxie. While my cohort here catches her breath. Sister Amawas coming around for another 4 points. Little hop there on the outside line nets those points. As pack is being redefined.
Sister telling their offense to go, go, go. Got to split that pack up if she wants to get through. She can't do all the work. And through the inside lane, Sister out with another 4 points in the air for Baja. 12-point jam so far. We do see the return of Moxie from the penalty box being recycled. Pony and Venenoville taking the head of that blocker formation, but looks like Cat Attack recycling Moxie, having that last hit out through the inside lane. Sista looking to their bench and calls it as soon as their partner is out of the box.
Quick shout out to Kyber Dresden in the chat. LOL, I'm at a family barbecue screaming at my phone. I wish I was at a barbecue, but I'm really glad I'm here.
I'm glad I'm here too. That was a 15-point jam for Sista, bringing the score up to 83, keeping Angel City at 62.
Holy cannoli, the lead has opened up just a smidgen. 21 points separates Baja from Angel City as Hannibal and Hawaii KO line up on that Night Owl Jam line. Hannibal pushing in the back behind. Oh, never mind. Hawaii KO picking up lead jammer. Hannibal still pushing hard to get around those Angel City blockers. I did see Hit Me Brewston in that blocker pack. One last little love tap there by Medieval, and Hannibal makes it out. Hawaii KO fighting in the back of the pack against the Baja Pivot, and the call off from the floor. How many points did we pick up? 4 points in the sky. No, 3 points, my bad. 3 points in the sky there for Hawaii KO.
Yeah, you would think with that wipeout they would deserve that extra point, but you got to get past those hips or else you don't get that point. But I digress. Y aquí vemos de regreso 5 segundos, 2 equipos aquí listas para las carreras. Tenemos a AK contra Stilero para Angel City. AK tratando de tomar el carril por adentro, pero es reciclada. Mientras tanto tenemos a Stilero de enfrente empujando esa defensa tomando un poco de se topean un poco, pero de regreso a esa defensa enfocadas. Stilero la reciclan, la sacan por afuera, pero la defensa de Angel City da un poco de ofensiva, pero tomando tiempo para también mantenerse entre los dos packs. Esa defensa entre estos dos equipos es asombrante. Un poco de ofensiva de Angel City, topa todas de Baja, pero Baja truchas y toman por afuera. Y sale AK con lead para Baja después de 1 minuto de esfuerzo. Todavía vemos a Stilero en su inicial con capa en mano. AK nomás tratando de encontrar campo, pero el entero defensa de Angel City la reforman por adentro y la reciclan por atrás, pero ya que mandan a Stilero para atrás, Baja manda a una compañera para ayudar a AK para salir con 4 puntos en el aire. Va a regresar a otra vuelta para tratar de agarrar otros 4 puntos. Stilero, mientras tanto, le dio su capa a Blitz Sin para Angel City. Y antes de que llegue a esa línea de defensa, AK toma la sugerencia de su coach y llama jam. Así que tomó 5 puntos en ese jam. Ahora vemos a Baja a 88 puntos contra Angel City a 65.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the first Angel City Star Pass of the game. So that's kind of impressive for that record, as tight as this game has been. On the Night Owl Jam line, we've got Sandrine for Baja versus Terror for Angel City. Terror has taken up position at the head of the pack, getting some help from the pivot in that tight blocker, tripod, quad pod kind of situation happening up there. Baja pivot pops out, pops back in. Baja's pivot now playing bridge and coming back to play offense in the back. No pack is declared, yet the blocking continues. Angel City's pivot playing bridge there. Now we've got some Baja folks breaking off to bridge. That pack is getting real extended as Koshu takes a seat in the penalty box. Terror is declared lead jammer. Blinking, you missed it. Sandrine also making it out of the pack on the initial, and the call off from Terror. Let's see what points have been yielded. No points for Sandrine on that pass, and looking for the Red Jammers points conferring there in the back end. 3 points going up for Terror on that jam. Brings us to a 20-point game once more.
It's just a back and forth between these two teams because they both have very similar play style, it looks like, and very strong defensive walls. Now we are seeing Moxie going up against Hannibal. Looks like Moxie takes favor to that inside lane and pushes that pack up to the front to turn 1 here. gets a little bit of offensive assistance here while Hannibal is trying to find some room around this pretty tight tripod in the back for Angel City. Angel City knocks them to the outside lane, but we do see the return of Koshu from the penalty box and offers a little bit of offensive assistance here. Hannibal tries to tiptoe around the outside lane, but gets knocked out. This defensive formation is just to the lines. Koshu, directional, being sent back to the Lookout Publications penalty box, just as Moxie is a sound lead for Angel City. Hannibal still working on her initial, tries to find some room, has one more to beat. Number 15 at the front, mid-max for Angel City. Hannibal out on her initial, spinning around. That looks like number 666, Dragger. Moxie now working on that tripod on the back. And here's the bench telling them to call it before Hannibal can hit the pack. How many points shake out in that jam? That is 3 points in the air for Angel City, bringing up the score to 71. Chipping away at that lead that Baja has at 88.
I see Hawaii KO lined up on that Night Owl jam line, waiting to see what the timeout called by Baja. Our timeout brought to you by event sponsor Sisu, engineered for elite athletes. Sisu mouthguards offer unmatched protection and comfort with innovative features that keep you focused on your game. Get the best in mouth protection. That's Sisu. Also, thank you to our event sponsor, RollerCon. If you love roller skating, you know that magic happens when roller derby, park, and roller skaters of all disciplines get together. Join us at RollerCon 2026 at the Expo Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Enter to win a RollerCon MVP pass in the Cactus Cup online raffle. That's the Cactus Cup online raffle. Need not be present to win because it's going to be called after the last game. And another big thank you to event sponsor LMNT, an electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. That's LMNT. Let me tell you, I'm addicted to the watermelon salt flavor.
I was drinking the mango chili element in my water, but the chili did get me a little bit, which is what sent me into a little bit of a coughing spell. But that's my own fault because I don't know how to drink water. Pero aquí vemos Sista en la pista contra Hawaii KO para Angel City. Sista toma el carril de adentro y sale con lead para Baja. Baja rápido, Jackie tomando a Hawaii KO, pero ella también la sacan por afuera. Sista viene de vuelta con 4 puntos en el aire, regresando. Ahora es una carrera entre los dos equipos. Aquí tenemos no pack call. Ahora todos regresando. Sister Amawas la sacan por afuera, pero la bloqueadora salió con ella, así que ella puede regresar a la pista. Sale con 4 puntos otra vez para Baja. Miramos a la pivota y una bloqueadora de Angel City en la cancha de penal. O sea, 2 bloqueadoras para los dos equipos. Pero sí vemos el regreso. Una de las compañeras de Angel City para reformarse en frente de Sister Amawas, que con una mano se queda dentro de la pista y rápidamente se regresa de pie para salir. Y llama el jam antes de que regresa Hawaii KO. Eso van a ser 14 puntos en el aire para Baja. Y llegamos a 102 para Baja, 71 todavía para Angel City. Nos quedan nomás 20 minutos en esta segunda etapa del final juego de la noche. Y sí vemos una bloqueadora para Angel City en la cancha de penal y 2 para Baja.
Back to the action. As she said, 1 blocker for Baja in that Lookout Publications penalty box. On the jam line, brought to you by Night Owl, we've got AAK versus Ragnarok. AAK up at the AK at the rear of the pack, Ragnarok recycling kind of mid of the pack, just behind those blockers for Baja. Heavy blocking happening there. We've got some defense being played by Medieval using what is available to her to push the people out of the way. Got skin on it. Now Medieval playing bridge. We've got we've got some inter-plaque blocking there. That's very nice. Ragnarok still fighting hard in the front of the pack against a braced 3-wall of Baja blockers. We've got Jackie playing bridge. No pack is assessed. And Ragnarok, at long last, is declared lead jammer. That was a hard-fought minute to get to lead jammer once again. Ragnarok coming around once more to fight that brace 3-wall, that washing machine of Baja blockers. Little bit of offensive help there from, again, Medieval. Ooh. That was rough. One moment while we assess the condition of the down skater. Once again, EMTs, we definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for keeping us safe and assessing our condition when something bad happens. We wish the best to our down skater.
Just a quick assessment here. All right, so at the end of that jam, we did have 3 points in the air made by Ragnarok, bringing up their score to 74, keeping Baja at 102 with less than 19 minutes left. That official timeout being called to an end. Cinco segundos, todas enfocadas en la línea de Night Owl Jam Line. Vemos a Sister contra Stiletto. Las dos son muy rápidas en la pista, muy rápidas de salir. Vemos a Pony mandada a la cancha de penal de Lookout Publications, y eso da tiempo de salir a Stiletto con lead. Viene de regreso a la vuelta para tomar puntos, pero allí listas están Baja haciendo la bridge. Vemos la capa en mano para Sista, que la reciclan y tomando el carril por adentro sale en su inicial. Regresa la capa a su casco para hacer sus puntos, pero vamos a ver si Stiletto le da chance de regresar. Pero Stiletto, a la sugerencia de su coach, llama al jam con 3 puntos en el aire. Ahora regresamos a sus compañeras. Angel City ahora queda a 77 puntos, a Baja 102. Todavía vemos el lead para Baja, pero Angel City está tomando su tiempo de quitarles ese lead.
Interesting pattern coming out in the second half here. They're getting either no points or 3 points for Angel City. It's no in between, 0, 3, 0, 3, 3, 0, 3, 3. Very interesting pattern to just observe happen naturally. Kind of a strange little coincidence. Looks like we've got an official timeout happening.
It's a team timeout from Angel City. Angel City taking a breather here because, this is a very physical, very fast game between these two. Baja's definitely showing up and, maintaining that lead, but not without effort. Angel City still throwing hard hits, making sure that their teammates get out and, forcing these call-offs. So still a pretty tight game between the two teams, but, Angel City still finding some issues with keeping their people out of the penalty box. Same with Baja, but for some reason it's more of a risk for one of their players on Rocket Queen's side. It looks like they're at risk of fouling out. It's Octane Jane, it looks like. And off to the races. Who do we got on the track?
That is Sandrine for Baja versus Terror. Sandrine being recycled back to the back of the pack, almost to that Night Owl jam line. And Sandrine recovers quickly and takes lead jammer. Just needed that extra space, Sometimes that's all you need. And here comes Sandrine looking for points. Meets up with Medieval with the midsection that keeps blocking. I don't get to say that often. Terror still looking to get out on the initial. Sandrine putting 4 points up for Baja. Terror fighting hard between a brace 2 wall. And completed star pass to Medieval. Medieval now jammer of record for Baja. I only say that quickly because the Baja blockers did not miss that. They saw that coming. Sandrine recycling once more, just a little ways back, looking for a few more points. Fatal Traction getting some blocking done there. Loving this game and the fight in it. Medieval still looking to get out of the pack on the initial. Sandrine recycling once more to the rear of the pack behind Fatal Traction. Fatal Traction setting up in that brace 3 wall. A little bit of offense being played, but a track cut being assessed on Black Diamond for Baja. Black Diamond taking a seat in that Lookout Publications penalty box. Ooh, something changed at the head of the pack. No pack is assessed. Blocking continues up in the front, but they're gonna have to release Medieval at the 2-minute mark. Wow, that was hard fought.
Yep, just for 8 points. Bringing up the score for Baja to 110, keeping Angel City at 77. Al fin de ese jam, Baja recogió 8 puntos y anotan 110 para Baja y Angel City con 77. La defensa se topa contra las Jammers y Hannibal encuentra campo por adentro y sale con lead para Baja. Mientras tanto tenemos a Baja tratando de contener a Hawaii KO. Hawaii KO correteando, saliendo con mucho esfuerzo, pero Baja bien rápidos para sacarlas por adentro y la reciclan. Parece que Jackie la mandan a la canja de penal de Lookout Publications. Mientras tanto, Hannibal sale por el carril de adentro con 4 puntos en el aire. Parece que Black Diamond la mandan de regreso a la cancha de penal para Baja. Hannibal ahora la tienen en la línea de defensa, pero esa línea por adentro sale otra vez con otra vuelta. 4 puntos en el aire. Hawaii KO ahora sí sale en su inicial. Regresa la capa a su casco para poder hacer puntos, pero vamos a ver si Hannibal va a tomar los puntos finales. Mira a su coach y le dice que sigue dando vueltas para sacar a su compañera Black Diamond de la cancha de penal, dándole tiempo para Hawaii KO salir con un set de 4 puntos. Hannibal ahora oyendo a su coach dice que le llame el juego. Ahora Baja tomó 16 puntos, 4 puntos para Angel City. Va a ser una official review. Vamos a tomar un tiempo para ver quién llamó eso. Parece que Angel City quiere revisar un penal o algo que miraron en la pista que quieren que los oficiales vean para ver si pueden mandar a alguien a la cancha de penal. Así que vamos a tomar un tiempo, ahorita nos van a dar los datos y pues pasamos esa información a ustedes cuando when it's available.
Yeah. Now's a great time to talk about Changing Hands Bookstore. Changing Hands Bookstore, our event sponsor, operates as a community-focused, independent hub in Arizona since 1974, aiming to connect people through books, ideas, and events while fostering a welcoming and socially responsible space. That's Changing Hands Bookstore. Another one to talk about is our event sponsor, Thread, Sweat, and Tears. More than just jerseys, more than just merch, built for community. This is Thread, Sweat, and Tears, where culture, performance, and community are stitched together. Derby veteran Murda running Thread, Sweat, and Tears. Thank you for sponsoring Cactus Cup 2026 here in lovely Phoenix, Arizona.
Definitely do love those, what is it, thread?
The Thread, Sweat, and Tears lovely towels that were given to us in our gift
bags.
Our swags bags, yeah.
As a skater, very much appreciated. I am a sweaty person myself, so love it when someone gives me something that will help me mitigate that.
Yes. As an announcer, just with the heat here in Phoenix, it has been much appreciated, so thank you very much to Murda.
Yep, record-setting heat wave again here in Arizona. We've reached 100 again.
We'd expect nothing less from Phoenix. It's legendary.
I'm so tired of the heat, but we can't avoid it.
Let me tell you, I came down from Minnesota.
You must be suffering.
It snowed 18 inches last weekend. It's supposed to be 70 degrees this weekend.
So you're getting a break from one extreme to favor another.
I'm
basically
thawing out.
All right.
That's what all this sweat is. Okay. Tell us what the jam is. Yeah, go for it.
So it looks like Angel City was requesting a penalty on Baja's jammer, Yanabal, and they will get that penalty. It was a low block from contact from the outer edge from jammer, contact.
Oh, okay. So power start for Angel City, it looks like. So Angel City does retain the review. They win that, which is pretty rare this weekend. So power start.
Thank you to Cakes, our crack statistician and our official review checker outer. We've got Moxie jamming for Angel City. Hannibal starting off in the box with this Brick Road Coffee Power Jam. Brick Road Coffee, awesome coffee. Had my Brick Road coffee this morning, was amazing.
Power Jam.
Power Jam.
In the immortal words of
this is Angel City's first Power Jam.
Power Jam.
And it's over with. Moxie's headed to the Lookout Publications penalty box for was that high block? Yeah. That release, Hannibal had already been released from the box, so Hannibal back on the track. Not lead jammer, but available to score points. While Moxie takes a seat in that Lookout Publications penalty box, breathing the air. Hannibal picking up 4 points for Baja. Little direction there from Hannibal on what she wants the blockers to do. Hannibal through the pack for 4 more points. Rejoining the fray is blocker for Angel City. That is Drag Her. And just like that, the Lookout Publications penalty box is empty. Oh, and just as I said it, someone picked up a track cut. That is Baja Pivot Oogie Boogie. Boogieing to that Lookout Publications penalty box. Moxie coming around after scoring 4 more points for Angel City. Hannibal cycling back a little further. And that's 2 minutes, folks. 3 more points additional for Baja on that last pass, bringing the point total to 137. Baja, Angel City 89. That is the first 2-minute jam of the half. I felt it.
It is exhausting.
Exhausting, especially when you've got such tight blocker formations.
Oh my God. It's a grind, but it's a lovely grind for the spectators. But when you're in it, it's not so fun.
It's work.
All right, so tenemos aquí Sister Amaos contra Stilero para Angel City. La defensa todavía amontonadas aquí. Sister trató de tomar el carril por adentro, pero tomando carrera sale con lead. Se arrebasó. No puede ser. Parece que fue una confusión. Parece que Sister tenía lead, pero Stilero llamó. Así que vamos a tener que ver qué pasó allí. It looks like lead on the board was assigned to Sista, but Stiletto called off the jam. So a little confused on what happened there.
Saw the hand signal. Oh, official review up. And
looks like Maha.
Rightly so.
Yep, Maha calling an official review to check out what happened there. See if we can clarify what happened in that last jam.
Our awesome producer, Cakes, headed down to the floor to check out what has occurred and what will be. It's a great time to talk about our penalty box sponsor, Lookout Publications. Lookout Publications delivers fearless journalism and community events with the unified purpose to improve and expand LGBTQ plus representation on the local news stage while strengthening and engaging LGBTQ plus communities and their allies in the queer experience. That's Lookout Publications. Another word on Brick Road Coffee, our Power Jam sponsor, because the result of this might be a Brick Road Coffee Power Jam.
Potentially.
Potentially. Brick Road Coffee was built to be a welcoming space where everyone can show up exactly as they are and feel like they belong. From drag brunches and community meetups to chill co-working and comfy creative space, Brick Road is a home base for connection, kindness, and community, serving great coffee while building community, brick by brick.
That reminds me of a little song.
Oh?
She's a brick house. She's mate. And I think we have a lot of mighty skaters out there.
That's right. Cakes looks like she's on her way back to the announcer booth. So
We'll see
as
what
everyone
happens.
resets, I'm going to talk about our Jam Line sponsor, Night Owl. Come for the pizza, stay for the fun. Night Owl Pizza and Drinks. Kick back on our spacious patio while the weather's prime. Open daily at 11 a.m. and rolling till midnights and weeknights till 1 a.m. That's Night Owl. That's our after party spot tomorrow night.
And I do love a nice slice of pizza after a long weekend of Derby. So it looks like they may have lost their official review there. We'll take a look at what happened here after the action is done. It's AK going up against Ragnarok. Ragnarok assessed lead for Angel City. And running out with some speed is AK following closely behind after getting out on their initial. We do see a blocker apiece and then Lookout Publications penalty box. Baja quick to reform up at the top against Ragnarok. Ragnarok calling off the jam before AK could hit the pack. Picking up 2 points for Angel City, bringing up the score to 91, keeping Baja at 137. There's less than 9 minutes left. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So that official review was basically a clarification call. So they just needed some clarification on something that had occurred and been called, and everything's good. Baja will not retain their official review. Angel City has the plus sign. So that's the only official review and clock stoppage there for that available. And we're off with Sandrine for Baja, Terror for Angel City. Sandrine working hard at the head of the pack, getting a little bit of offensive help there from her blocker Koshu. Terror, I can't even see Terror's helmet cover just from where I'm sitting, but Sandrine comes out lead jammer, Terror in the pack and working hard. Sandrine coming around looking for points. Terror recycling to the back of the pack. Sandrine once more in a scrum there at the front of the pack, getting pushed backwards toward the Night Owl jam line. Sandrine now making up some ground. Terror still fighting hard against those Baja blockers. Baja blockers not giving an inch to Terror, which is kind of a nice thing to say, but not when you're the jammer. Sandrine through the pack for 4 points. Terror clear on the initial. Sandrine getting signals from the sideline. We'll see what that meant. And the call off from Sandrine prevents Terror from scoring for Angel City. That was 4 points on that jam for Baja, bringing Baja's point total to 141 against Angel City's 91. In 30 seconds, we reset and do it again.
Parece que al final de ese jam asignaron un penal para la pivota de Angel City, así que se va a empezar este jam sin la pivota y un pack advantage para Baja aquí, que están enfocadas en la defensa arriba del pack. Vemos a Hannibal contra Hawaii KO. Hannibal salta por afuera, sale con lead. Mientras tanto, Hawaii KO dándole gas, saliendo en su inicial. Es una carrera entre los dos packs ahora. Hannibal dándole señal a sus compañeras que le dé carreras y sale con 4 puntos para Baja y llama el jam rápidamente antes de que Hawaii KO tomara un punto o dos. Así que vamos a quedar a 145 para Baja y 91 para Angel City.
So the story being told here just by our crack statistician Cakes here is that you kind of look at the multi-point passes that are happening, and Baja's being more successful with those multi-point passes as opposed to Angel City, which has been scoring maybe 1 or 2 times and not really getting through a second time.
I mean, look at the jammer that they have fielded it right now. I mean, Sista, as we know, we've seen them play for Team Mexico in the Roller Derby World Cup.
Yes.
Very agile and successful skater.
Once again, Terror on the floor jamming for Angel City. Sista through the pack, pick up 4 points, calls it off. Very successful, as you said.
Exactly, yes. A lot of these teams have successful elements, but there are times where it just doesn't mesh well in the moment, but we got to just take it jam by jam.
Yes, and right now Baja's looking very cohesive, very, very, very well oiled machine happening in front of us.
As we've seen throughout the progression of this weekend, they're just getting stronger and stronger. But just as I say that, it gives Moxie some energy to push through the inside lane and is assigned lead for Angel City. Meanwhile, AK being held up at the top of the pack by the defensive formation here. Medieval taking the helm, trying to knock out AK, and does so successfully, recycling them back, taking away all that room that they had gained just as Moxie is hitting the pack. Moxie recycled to the outside lane. Cataly Quinn making sure to walk up that jammer to that beautiful tripod in the back. We do have AK still trying to work around the Angel City defense, which is just so tough to get around. They're just such a good tripod that reforms around the jammer. That gives enough room for Moxie to get through on the inside lane. 4 points in the air, just as we see AK out on their initial. Moxie run back by Oogie Boogie and knocked down, forcing the call off, but due to that effort, it looks like Moxie is assigned a penalty. So it gives AK time for a Brick Road Coffee power jam. AK coming around, looking for that offense. Offense sweeping from the in to the out. Moxie still sitting in the box, so AK still has some time to try to get around this defense. Medieval just has their number, just making sure that they know where they're at. Hit Me Bruiserton also very quick to shove AK out on the inside lane. Baja now coming back to the back of the pack to reform around Moxie, who has returned from the penalty box. AK still being held up by that strong Angel City defense at the top. This was a grinding jam. And for their efforts, Baja picks up 8 points and Angel City 7. We are now at 157 Baja, 98 Angel City. There's 2.5 minutes left in this jam, or in this second half, for the last game of the evening.
And what a game it has been. Holy smokes. We've seen lead changes. We've seen star passes. We've seen close, just everything. It's been such a game. It's been a story of blockers and multi-point jams. And less about things like successive penalties except in individual cases. Anyway, we've got Sandrine jamming
for Baja.
And Blinken, you missed it. Lead jammer for Angel City was Ragnarok, but was not the jammer in the lead, so that's the call off.
Ragnarok had to be forced to call it off before Sandrine could reach the pack. We're still at 157 to Angel City's 98. 5 segundos en la pista tenemos aquí en the Night Owl Jam Line. Va a ser Hannibal contra Hawaii KO para Angel City. Hannibal la toman por atrás, conteniéndola en el tripoide. Mientras tanto, le da tiempo a Hawaii KO para salir con lead para Angel City. Ahora es una carrera. Regresa de vuelta Hawaii KO, buscando campo por afuera y sale Cat Attack tratando de darle ganas y sale 4 puntos para Angel City. Hannibal ya había salido en su inicial y esfuerza esa call-off. Va a ser un official review de Angel City, que es una estrategia para extender el tiempo para tener otro jam, porque ya estamos menos de 1 minuto para que se termine el juego. Así que usan ese tiempo para ver si pueden sacar otro jam antes de que se acabe el juego, porque estamos a 157 para Baja y 102 para Angel City. Just a good power jam, and it could mean, just bridging that gap between the two of them. This is what, a 55-point jam? 55-point difference between the two teams right now. So,
one good jam could bridge that gap, beat the point differential for stats at least.
Exactly.
We might not see a lead change, but we would see a statistical change for those who keep up with that. Now, another great thing to point out is that we are under a minute in this game, and we still have not got standout MVPs for both teams. So chat, please hook us up, help us out over here in the announcer booth. We need some MVP candidates, please. I see somebody already suggesting Cat Attack for MVP. I see Up Baja. And someone, Moon Sun Witch says, orgulloso todas las bajas, pues son mis MVPs. I agree.
Yeah, Moon Sun Witch usually plays with Baja, but there might have been a schedule conflict. But yeah, she's definitely still watching in the chat, making sure that their team is well loved. Aquí te miramos aquí, Moon Sun Witch. Todas tus bajitas te están mirando y te quieren tanto. Así que vamos a tomar un tiempo. Y se acaba ese review. Va a regresar a Cakes para decirnos qué pasó en ese review.
Works for me.
Si están en casa, denos sus sugerencias para quién va a ser la jugadora más valuable de cada equipo. Denos sus sugerencias, queremos oír de ustedes. ¡Qué chulas!
Sorry, results of the official review. Baja does not retain. They were looking to get the lead jammer status reversed, and it will not be retained. On the floor, we've got Sista Amos against Terror. Sista pulling Terror back, way back behind that Night Owl jam line, all the way into turn 3. And off they go again, once into the pack. Sister Ama's fighting hard at the rear and finds a hallway, and off she goes. Sister Ama's lead jammer.
Todas de pie porque ya es el final de este juego. Sista tomando aire. Salta al apex, viendo el tiempo, tomando su tiempo para tomar puntos. Le va a dar chance a Terror para sacar sus puntos también. Y parece que le va a dar tiempo para llamar al jam. Y eso fue se anota el puntaje, que no es oficial todavía. 161 para Baja y 104 para Angel City. Esto fue un esfuerzo mexicano. Toda Latinoamérica está diciendo Baja, 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 up, Baja. Pero también Angel City, sus esfuerzos se fueron notados. Ustedes jugaron un juego impresionante. An impressive and amazing game. Everybody was anticipating this game, and they did not disappoint. This was a hard-hitting, physical game. 161 for Baja and 104 for Angel City. It's incredible. The final score is 161 to 104. Baja taking this game.
Holy smokes, what a game, and what a way to end a night 2 of Cactus Cup 2024. Give us a few minutes for everyone to take a lap of honor, and we will announce your MVPs of the game. Do recall, if they've won MVP before, they cannot win it again. We are spreading the love around.
Exactly. Everybody made equal efforts. Viva Mexico! Viva toda Latinoamérica y viva Roller Derby.
All right, now for the MVPs, let's start with Angel City. Angel City MVP jammer, we've got Moxie.
You gave it all the moxie.
That's right.
And we appreciate it.
Absolutely. MVP blocker, we've got No Mames.
No mames, por supuesto.
And for overall, Medieval, elected by the chat.
Your efforts were astounding. And for Baja, MVP jammer, we have Hannibal. For blocker, we have Oogie Boogie. And for overall, we have Cat Attack. Hannibal, Oogie Boogie, and Cat Attack.